Well, good morning. This is Dave Johnston with Day Trade the Markets. We're looking at a 1-minute chart of the Emini S&P for Tuesday, October the 18th, 2016. We're utilizing the Day Trade the Markets software, and this market today has opened with a gap open higher. We've actually been in a down intraday auction, but with this gap opening, it did come down and close it. We had that occur. I'll just draw the line on here when the market came down and traded below 30. But as you can see, it didn't spend very much time below there. You can see it right here. This is when the market spent very little time below there, and this is after very aggressive selling came in. So what I've done here is I've bought the market one tick above the high of what we call a high velocity move, which is this vertical rectangle right here. So our software takes a look at the speed of the market and the relative aggressiveness of the players in the market. We tie that in with what we think the market is doing from an auction process basis in the cycle of the auction, not just day to day, but within the day as well. So obviously we've been in more of a down mode here today. Good selling here when the market gapped higher. Came in and closed that gap, and now we've turned around and come up. So this is the next area of resistance right in here. So we just came within a few ticks of that. But what I'm expecting now is that the market has come down and really given a good rejection of these lower prices to come in here and find some support. So I've put this buy limit in at the high of this magenta bar. As a matter of fact, I think what I could do is I'm just going to increase that, just get it in there one tick above it, see if we can get filled on that. That's what I did on this other trade here, got long one tick above the high of this high velocity move, and then this one tick above the high of this magenta bar. So we'll see if we get filled on that, but we are long too. If we do get filled on this other one, I still want to be able to go ahead and put my protective sell stop in. So you can see we had a little bit of a dip in here. So I'm going to go, and the low on that was at 31.75. So I'm going to put my stop in here at 31 even. So that's the protective sell stop right there. That's kind of the lay of the land at the moment, a shortened version of it, why the trade was taken, and the reasons for getting in at the prices that we did get in at. So I'm going to go ahead actually and put an order in here to sell one of these contracts up into this area in here where I think the really good target is. I'll just go ahead and duplicate this horizontal line here, put it at the top there. So the top of that magenta bar when the aggressive selling came in, that's really our next objective. So I'm going to put a sell limit in there. We're long from 33 1/4. I'm going to put it in, let's say, 34 1/4. I know that's not a lot. Well, that's 2 points. And this one up here is 35 1/4. I'm not going to put it at 35 1/4 because that's trying to squeeze every last tick out of it. But I will, actually I think I'll put it at 34.75. Let's sell one at 34.75. It is above where this market had just bounced to, but it is below the next target. So we'll just leave it at that for the time being. We still have our order in here to buy two more. I think now that the market has bounced up like that, I think I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. I'm going to adjust the stop down to just below there and move that to just two contracts because we only have two on at this point. So stop at 32 and we're long from 33 1/4. So very tight stop. We'll see if we can get some lift here. We'll take it from there. So I'll pause the recording, try and keep this as short as possible, and I'll start it back up when the market dictates. Okay, just restarted the recording again. It's just hit our price here a couple of times, haven't yet been filled. Maybe we're going to get filled here any second. What I am going to do though is I'm going to, okay, there we just got filled. So I'm going to crease this stop here and put that at break even. We only have the two contracts on here because it didn't dip. So at any rate, we're here for so that was just a 1.5. I actually marked it on here, long from 33.25 and out on that one at 34.75. We now have break even in there, so I can. That's our entry price. So I can just bring this out of the way over here. Now it's starting to move. So any rate, so just want to bring you up to date on that. Our stop is at break even for the second half of the position, and we're out of the first half at 1.5 points. So that's it so far, and I'll pause the recording and pick it up when it's time to make an adjustment on this stop. Just restarting the recording here. The market it did take a bit of a dip here, as you can see, but then has turned higher. So it's continued to move in our direction. So this last dip that we had here down to 34, I'm just going to increase the stop down to, or up to 33.75. I'd like to see a more powerful buying bar in here, but now that the market has started to move above, I'm going to put our marker in here. Now it's started to move above this blue horizontal line that I placed in here, which is the top of the selling magenta. So now that it's good that it's spending more time up in here. That's a bullish indication. It could still, take a dip here and then move back up. So we made locked in another couple of ticks in here in this trade. Obviously not a big deal, but give it some more time here, and hopefully it can remain above this blue line, above what price is that? It's at 35.25. So the longer it stays above there, better it is for us in our long position. We're currently long, of course, from 33.75. So once again, I'll pause the recording and pick it up when needed. Okay, just restarting the recording again. Market had just formed this green bar right here, so I'm going to adjust the stop to just a couple of ticks below the low of that. So you can see the low of that bar there is at 36.50. So I'm going to raise this stop here to 36 even. We're long from 33.25, so that'll lock in almost 3 points, 2.75 points. So I will adjust this here, which is our stop marker, to here. So that's all I wanted to bring you up to date on. It is obviously continuing to move higher, and who knows, maybe it can even make a new high for the day. So we're just going to keep monitoring it and making those adjustments as the aggressive buyer comes in. I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording. We did get a bit of a dip here after rallying up to 38.50. Came down here to 37.25, trying to move up here. I think I'm going to tighten up the stop here and put it just below here. If this market is now stalling, it could, have a bit of a sell-off. So I'm going to raise the stop rate up here to 37. Put it right in there. Actually, I'll give it 2 ticks. I'll give it, there we go. Give it 2 ticks from the current, this current low right here is 37.25. So the stop now 36.75, and I'll just put the marker right there. So we're long from 33.25, so that will lock in 3.5 points. So that's where we're at right now. Just want to bring you up to date on that, and once again, go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording here. Just got filled just a moment ago right here at 36.75. So we were long from down here. Got this marker in here at 33.25. We exited the first half right here at 34.75, and then the second half of the trade here at 36.75. So from 33.25 to 36.75, that's 3.5 points there. I got another 1.5 points there. So what's that? That's 5 points on this trade. So utilizing the day trade the market software, hope that helped. Whether or not you're using this software, and got any questions, just contact us at info@daytradethemarkets. Thanks for watching. See you next time.